Hey guys, John here from Sales Alpha. Hey, just a quick video today around world-class open homes and the importance of running a world-class open home. I do get a lot of questions about this one, particularly in the current market. Look, we all know that the current market environment is almost a 180-degree turn from what was experienced last year, certainly through September, October, November last year. Running a really high quality pre-prepared open home probably wasn't that critical, but it certainly is now. Okay, so the number of buyers has dropped considerably. We know that their access to finance is a little bit tougher, and the general market sentiment has dropped quite considerably here in New Zealand. So look, here's the key things in relation to world-class open homes. I want to cover this off real quickly and make it as valuable as possible. Okay, so the key thing is an open home is that vendor who's chosen to work with us, who's selected us from all the other agents in the area. It's their window, their 35 to 40 minute window out into the world, presenting their home out there, looking for buyers. Okay, they're looking for a buyer, they want to move on, they've got a new plan in place. Okay, so it's absolutely critical that we are there to capture that buyer. We'll identify that buyer, work with that buyer, and get through to a really good outcome for that customer. Okay, so it's really important we understand that our vendors have spent time, money, emotion, inconvenience, all sorts of things preparing for this viewing. So it's really important that we are there 100% switched on. We've done our pre-work, we're suited up and we're fronting up. Okay, we're going to do a great job for this open home. We're early, we look like $1 million, we know our product, and we know the market, and we know what we're going to deliver for that customer for that next 30 to 45 minutes, whether 2 people come through or 22 people come through that open home. All right, really important, and this is all even more critical if we're on an auction program or we're on a fixed timeline here in relation to the method of sale. So super important there from our vendors' point of view. Hey, but on top of that, guys, we're commission only salespeople. We work for free until a deal is done. Okay, we all know that. Thank you, Captain Obvious, John. But the key thing here is, guys, is how we conduct ourselves at these open homes is, it's the vendors' properties, that's their window out into the world, but it's also, as an individual salesperson, it's our window out into the world. And what I mean by that is, people judge. They are there and they will judge us by hook or by crook. So how we conduct ourselves at this particular open home, it's in a lot of ways, that's how they believe we run our whole entire business. Okay, so how we look, our product knowledge, were we on time, is the flag up, what does the marketing look like, okay, can we answer the questions that are coming our way? All right, so it's really critical that we understand that this is our window out into the world as well. So of course we're looking for buyers for this particular property, but there's no question that we're also looking for future sellers, and it just so happens that future sellers will be coming through this open home to help select their agent for their campaign, which is coming up. So we need to be super well aware of that. Okay, so everything we do, we need to be on the front foot. We need to be proactive and not reactive. So a lot of this work is done leading into that first open home. Okay, so we've got to make sure that we're on the front foot and we're phoning and personally introducing, of course, our list of buyers for this particular type of property, even some fringe buyers who we know that may not quite suit them, but it's worth getting them through anyway. Okay, we've got our pipeline sellers, which we'll probably introduce some of them to this property as well, just as market knowledge. Then, of course, we've got neighbours coming through, we've got community networkers, and we probably look at inviting some other agents as well. Why the heck not? Okay, it's one of those markets. So really important that we front foot this. Some agents are doing the door knocks across the road, 10 houses either side, introducing themselves, mentioning that, hey, the open home's going to be there 12 to 12:30, that sort of thing as well. So look, it's really important that we make the most of it. Let's not just put this property up online with an open home time and let's just see who turns up. It's just not like that anymore, okay? We obviously want some print media in there as well for most properties as well. Super important for a number of reasons. Okay, so I think it's really important that we know our product and we're good to go at open homes. Okay, we've got to look $1 million because people judge with their, they think with their eyes, and they're always going to put a perception on us when we're out there, okay? Here's the other thing is that open home setup, that there's a 12 o'clock open home, there's usually a 1 o'clock, there's a 2 o'clock, a 3 o'clock, and each buyer who's out there will have their own personal list. So they'll probably maybe do 1 open home in a day, they might do 5 in a day, okay? But they will walk out of one company's open home at 12, they'll walk into the next company's open home there at 1, another company at 2, maybe double back, it happens to be the same company at 3, and at 4 o'clock, okay? So they have got a direct, every hour, they've got a direct comparison between that agent, that agent, that agent, and that agent. So it's really, really important that we stand out in a positive way, okay? We can't be in there scrolling our phone. We can't be in there reading the paper. Sometimes the lead agent, the listing agent, isn't even there. You know, there's things there that are a little bit of a, can be a bit of a hole in your game. So let's make sure that we're not falling into these traps, okay? We need to be exceptionally well presented, and we need to be buttoned up and good to go, all right? Because these are the opportunities that come out of it. Okay, speed impresses people, we know that. So if there's inquiries that come out of these open homes, or there's definite further interest, we need to remember that speed impresses people, momentum makes deals, and we're always looking to link the chain, okay? So if someone's showing some interest, what's happening next? Who's going to do it, and by when? Okay, that's really, really critical, okay? Keep it moving, get this buyer on the highway, and let's close off the exits, okay? Let's get them to the destination, which is, of course, owning the home. All right, so it's super, super important, guys, that we understand that word of mouth is alive and well. So we're out there doing our absolute best for this customer. And I think the other things that we can do, and in addition to this, the little bits are, you know, we're there 10 minutes early. We're going to get our flag up 10 minutes early. We're probably going to take a photo of that flag up, and we're going to send it out on social media. Hey, we'd love to see you at 10 Smith Street, opening the doors in 5 minutes, good to go. Okay, or we're going to take a photo of the flag that's up. We're going to text it to our vendor and say, hey, opening the doors now. Let's see how we go. I'm good to go. I'm ready. I'm here. Regardless of whether, as I say, whether 2 people come through or 22 come through. Really, really important, okay? Okay, so last but not least, we're trying to create some energy, some excitement, some FOMO around these properties. So one thing that does work well, guys, is you've got a 12 o'clock to 12:30 open home. Really, really good idea to, a couple of days before, let's get on the phone, let's set up an appointment for a buyer to come through at, say, 11:50. And let's set up an appointment for a buyer to come through at, say, 12:45, okay? So you've got your set window of open home window, which the buyers are going to come to through the advertising and through your personal invitations. But they are going to see a buyer leaving the home as they turn up at 12, and they're also going to be the ones that are leaving at 12:31, 12:32. They're going to see another buyer walking up the pathway just as they leave. So this helps. This shows energy, it shows some excitement, and it shows that there is some social proof out there that buyers are still active in the market, and other buyers need to know that, okay? So anyway, that's just a quick overview of world-class open homes. I think it's super, super important now that we put it back at the top of our list. And we want to be capturing as many buyers as possible. We want to be capturing as many opportunities as we can for our own businesses, okay? Take care. Have a great week out there.